Hello, Virgo. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I have prayed over the cards, shuffled them, asked that each of you receives at least one message. Again, this is for a large audience, so not all messages are necessarily going to resonate with you. I have had some clients ask me, come to me confused that, 2 or 3 of the messages resonated, but then I was confused by some others. It's because it's for a large number of people. So let's see what we have going on for you guys. So, wow. First card that we have is 4 of Gabriel. And if you can read the bottom of it, it says, time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So, I get that some of you are, looks like love is, this top row is supposed to be your general portion of the reading. The bottom row is supposed to be your love portion of the reading. But it looks like love has taken over a big chunk of your reading, which is good news because it appears that some of you are actually going to be getting married or getting engaged, or you're going to be moving things forward with the person that you're going to be marrying, being with long term. And for some of you, this is indicating that you've come to a culmination of a completion of a lot of changes. So I'm getting that a lot of you have been, you've really been putting it in the past few months. There's been a lot of changes which have made you somewhat guarded because there's just been so much that's been going on at once. But the angels are letting you know that now's the time for celebration. You've worked really, really hard. You've really been putting the work. You've undergone a lot of changes in the past few months. So now, you're entitled to some rest, some relaxation, some celebration, some you time, because you have successfully completed a lot of those changes. So now moving forward, this is a time of celebration for you, and it begins. So this is when you get to start having the fun that you deserve, that you've earned after making all those changes. And I do get for some of you, those changes are going to be bringing about like financial abundance. So for some of you, you're going to get a promotion at work, or you may be changing companies and be getting a substantial financial increase. Next card we have is Knight of Ariel, and the bottom of it says, there is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. It's funny, how they were just talking about finances, how some of you are going to get more pay. If you look, the angel that she's kneeling down, she's actually in a treasure chest of coins. So again, they're commending you on all the great work that you've done, and they're reminding you to, because I get a sense that some of you, you've been really struggling because there's been a lot of changes at one time, and it's been really overwhelming, and it's just kind of stalled your activity, stalled even your momentum to want to move forward. So I think for some of you, it's not even just been changes in one area. So it's been, changes at work, on top of changes in your love life, changing partners, ending things with one partner, potentially beginning new things with another partner. Or for some of you, it's, you've been having things go on with like a soulmate connection that's been off and on for so long. And it's just all these changes at once, the back and forth, the off and on. It's just really worn you out. And for some of you, it's almost made you want to give up, or it's made you very guarded and defensive. But they're commending you on a job well done. You're there. They're wanting you to renew your action now, to get it out of that stalled space and start moving forward. He's on the horse, and he's looking to the future. So yeah, they're encouraging you to get that motivation again. They're saying a number of you, it's really stalled out because it's been a very trying time going through all these changes, but you're reaching the light at the end of the tunnel now. So they're wanting to, so this is to let you know you are at the end of that. You are completing that. So now it is time for you to have renewed action because your dreams are coming true. You are starting to have the financial abundance. You're also starting to have the abundance in love. Those hopes and dreams that you've been having, that you've been working so hard for, are coming to fruition. So they're saying to not give up and to think big, because I get that some of you, it's just been so many things at one time. It's just really kind of beat you down and made you kind of just give up. But they're saying don't give up, and don't allow all these changes to make you think small, because what they're saying is a number of you have gone through so many changes that it's almost made you think that, okay, maybe my hopes and dreams aren't really going to happen. That's just too much. That's not in the cards for me. But it is. They've had to break away things and change things in order to open up the path for those dreams to come in. So I'm encouraging you to start thinking big again. because you've got things, you've got blessings, you've got things to celebrate. So it's time to have a renewed activity, renewed action, renewed motivation, renewed excitement, joy, and to start thinking big and have faith that those things are happening, because they are happening. Now, for those things to turn around, the next card we have is from Archangel Michael's deck, and it's guarded and protected. And if you can read the bottom, there's a prayer that says, "Thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance." So again, it's coming back to that, you've been really, there's been so much at one time, so many things changing at one time. It's just really worn you down. It's beat you down because you're going through major life changes right now, and it's left you feeling vulnerable. It's left you feeling stuck, immobilized, and this is just reminding you that you are being watched over. And it's okay for you to let down those defenses, because some of you have put up defenses at work. Some of you have put up defenses with your loved ones. Some of you have put up defenses with a new potential love that is a long-term love interest of yours. For some of you, it's going to be the person that you're going to end up marrying. So they brought you this far. They're saying they brought you this far. They said that you have weathered the storm. You have made it through everything. You're coming out in the sunshine now. It's time to put your sword down, because having that sword up and having your defenses up are going to keep these amazing blessings from coming in. And that's all you need to do. It's very good reading, because there's nothing saying that you still have healing to do. They're not saying you have to healing or anything that you have to do. They're saying it's time for you to celebrate. It's time for you to remember that you are worthy of those hopes and dreams. Don't allow the storm that you have recently weathered to kind of dim your candle, dim your hopes. Because you're there. You have arrived. So it's time to put down the sword. Think big, know you're worthy, and know those things are coming in. Now, for the love row, beginning with this card, even though it stepped in on your general, which is good stuff, your first card is true love. And if you can read the bottom, it says, "This is the romance of a lifetime." So this is just validating for you that for those of you that have this love interest where you're like, oh my gosh, this is too good to be true. And for some of you, that's the work that you've been putting in, because oftentimes when it comes to divine relationships, be it with soulmates, twin flames, it's a rocky, bumpy road. It is not a path for the lighthearted. I mean, you really have to put it in, which would make sense why you're all guarded and protected right now. You've got your defenses up, but they're letting you know that this is a meant to be love. It is the love of a lifetime. It is the love that storybooks and movies are made out of. It may not have felt like it. So for those of you that have been in the bumpy road with someone, it may not have felt like it the past months or even years, but your dreams are coming true. They are. This is a fortunate, abundant time for you. And it's a time for you to start letting love in, because your dreams are coming true. Now, for some of you, they are saying that you have just recently met someone and you feel that instant connection and draw to them, but because you're guarded and defensive because of things that have happened and hurt you in the past, you're hesitant to let this person in. So they're wanting you to know that give it a chance. Listen to your heart. Your heart's drawing you to that person for a reason. You're attracted and drawn to them for a reason. Trust it. Go with it. You see on this card, you've got the little cherub standing over his shoulder. This connection, it's watched over by the divine. So you don't have anything to worry about. Let your worries go. Have faith. Trust. Because you've got those butterflies, you've got those feelings, you've got that connection, that magnetic attraction for that person for a reason. It's a sign from above that, yes, that's your bright, flashy neon arrow saying that's the one. That's the one. Keep walking toward them, because they're your happily ever after. Don't be afraid. There's all your blessings, your abundance right there. Keep moving forward. And if you read the bottom of this card, it says you attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. So they're saying for some of you, okay, for those of you in a relationship where you've had the turbulent times for a while, it's affected your marriage, it's affected your relationship, and it's negatively affected it. And because of all the stressors, and they're saying for a lot of you, it wasn't even stressors related to your lover. It was external stressors, but then it affected the connection with your lover, and it caused a lot of conflict. and hostilities and arguments. So they're encouraging you to let down those defenses, bring that spark back. And the best way to do that is to find joy in things of life again. Go and enjoy time together. Take a walk in the park. Take time to smell the flowers, smell the roses. Have a picnic in the park. Go spend some time together to put the attention and focus on each other again, admiring and appreciating each other's beauty and what you value in each other. The things that brought you together. Sparking that love back. Because they're saying with just a little bit of effort, you'll light your relationship on fire again. And it's not going to take much effort. Literally, it could be having a picnic in a park with just the two of you. And you'll light that flame and it'll be sizzling and you'll be having fireworks everywhere. So they're encouraging you to do that, because I'm getting a sense there's a number of you that have been going through that, and you just don't even know how to improve things with your loved one, with your husband, your wife, your long-term partner. Again, just kind of giving up after all the frustrations. They're saying don't give up. This isn't something to give up on, and it's not hard for you to fix. It's really not. Now, for some of you that are single, haven't yet met the dream boat of yours yet, you will. But what they're saying is that for some of you that are single, you've had a lot of changes in life. A lot of things are shifting in life to prepare you for that love of a life. And I get for some of you, you know, you're getting the promotion at work, you've got the financial abundance flowing in, but you're really just frustrated because you're like, okay, where's my happily ever after? Where's my dream boat? Where's she at? Where's he at? When, you know, is this ever going to happen? But based off of the laws of attraction, because you're so focused on trying to find that person, and energetically you're coming from a place of lack. So when you're thinking and wondering all the time, am I going to meet them? Am I not going to meet them? You know, you're scouring singles web pages. I get for some of you, you know, you're constantly going to like social engagements and even like bars and outings that you don't want to even go to in hopes of meeting someone. So they're encouraging you to shift your focus, because when it's meant to be, it will happen. You don't need to force it. So they're saying shift your focus from seeking someone, from looking, hunting, finding someone. Turn your focus on having fun. Just you enjoying life. Go do activities that you enjoy. You know, if you like to play tennis, join a tennis club. Join a meetup group. If you like to play euchre, if you like to go do community activities, join a meetup group. Go do things that you like. Go do things you enjoy. Because when you go do that, it's going to raise your vibration. It's going to put you into a happier, joyful place. And even your body language. You ever notice, if you're ever around someone and we've all had that friend that, she's, single, she doesn't want to be in a relationship, but men just flock to her. But it's because, if you look at it, it's because she's just enjoying life. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to meet anyone, but she's loving life. And that joy radiates from her, and that's what draws and attracts them to her. Like bees to a flower. It's like she's honey. But it's because of that joy, that happiness that's just radiating. Because when you do what you love and you enjoy what you're doing, the right person's going to come to you, and they're going to flock to you like bees on honey, because you're at that vibration. Versus if you're at a place where you're straining and you're trying so hard to find someone, it's coming from a place of lack, and then it pulls your joy out of you. So that joy and happiness, because you're so upset and you're fretting and you're trying so hard, that you're not radiating that joy and bliss. So you're not attracting them as you should. So what they're encouraging you to do is to shift your focus, shift your perspective, focus on you, have fun, go out, play outdoors, plant those seeds, focus on the things you love. And he will come, she will come, you will attract them. Okay, so they're saying for me to share another example with you. Okay, so have you ever noticed a couple, husband and wife, they're trying for years to conceive, and and they're so upset, and they're upset with God. And, you know, we've never wanted anything more than have a baby, Lord. Why can't you give us a baby? That's all we want. And they try, and it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. And they even try in vitro, and that doesn't happen. And nothing's happening. They're just not getting this baby, this child, this blessing that they prayed for and wanted so hard. And it gets to the point for some of them, because I've had a number of friends in this situation, and it's heartbreaking because that's what they want more than anything, is to be parents and share the love that they have with a baby, with their child. And yet at every turn it just doesn't work out. But at some point it also begins to pull their joy in life out of them. And for some of them, they start to, you know, argue because, you know, like the case where people were married and the stress outside of the marriage and relationship becomes too much. It overwhelms the marriage, and then you find yourselves bickering. So they will find themselves bickering and not getting along because their hearts are breaking because what they want so badly is not coming to fruition. And then, when God blesses them with a child through adoption, they'll adopt a child, and then a number of them will then just get pregnant naturally with a baby at the same time. And that's because they've energetically shifted. So, you know, they go through this stressful time where they want to become parents, they want to have a baby, they want to conceive it, and every time it just doesn't happen, which drops and sucks their happiness, their joy, their bliss out of them to where they have nothing else to give. They don't have, it's like the ability to create. We create from a place of joy, a place of happiness. But because they're so focused on that, and they lose the joy and the happiness in other things, it still eludes them. Then they get blessed with a child they're going to adopt. Their happiness, they're joyful, they're excited, and then bam, without any assistance from doctors, they'll conceive because they're back to a happy place, a joyful place. And that's where, you know, creation happens. That's where the magic happens. So saying that's just an example for you that when you come from a place of joy, when you're happy and you're enjoying life and things as they are and with what you have, that's when you open up yourself to blessings. And in this instance, for those of you that are looking for someone to share your life with, that's when you're going to open yourself up to that, and you will attract them like bees to honey. So, and the last card we have is spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. This is remarkable because I get a sense for those of you that haven't met someone yet, the person that you are going to be meeting is going to be a soulmate connection. This is more confirmation for those of you that have been in this bit of trying relationship with the back and forth, that it is a soulmate, it is a divine connection. For some of you, it's a twin flame connection. And for some of you that, you know, you've got this person, you're afraid to move forward with them, don't want to be hurt like you've been hurt before, move forward. It's a sure bet. It's a sure thing. And it's being watched over. So this is a very magic for you. I would love to hear back from any of you, any feedback that you'd like to put below. It's filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.